Hey guys, Patrick Blunt with Greenhow Handmade Ironworks here. Just wanted to bring you guys in and give y'all a quick pro tip on rivets and rivet holes and setting pickets. So I've got all these belly pickets that are going on this gate. These belly pickets match the bellies in all of the belly baluster railing that I did last year. If you guys remember, if y'all have seen my Instagram feed at Greenhow Handmade. If not, go over there and check that out. You'll see a job that I did last year where we did tons and tons and tons of these belly balusters for some railing. And these belly pickets on these gates match those because this is going to the same house that those railings were on. But the problem that we are dealing with here is when I started to set these pickets on here, I've got a rivet at the bottom, coming through the bottom rail, and a rivet coming through this panel right here. And these pickets are going to sit down on there and obviously get riveted so that they don't come off. And I started out just trying to mark off of the rivets, mark both holes and drill both holes at one time just to try to save some time. I've found that, and you know, this is classic what would happen, because I've drilled all the holes in the gate by hand for the rivets. They're not perfectly straight, and so they'll tweak over or tweak this way or tweak that way, and so I'm having to kind of tweak those rivets back and forth to get them to set down, get these pickets to set down on here. But then it dawned on me that I know an easier way to do this, and I wanted to bring you guys in and let y'all see it. So what we are going to do is I'm going to take my belly picket here, this bar right here, if you can see it, it's just on there as a stop so that I'm lining all my all my pickets up in at the same line. So they all will line up with each other when I'm finished. So I'm going to line the top, the picket up at that top. I've just got it sitting against my two rivets, which, by the way, if you've seen the blue tape trick for holding rivets in, that's what I used on this because I was all out of super glue. I'm going to mark the bottom rivet right off the center of the rivet. Okay? And then I'll take a little straight edge and I'll scribe that line going right across. Now you guys probably can't see any of this, but you can imagine, use your imagination. Alright? Now, I've got a line going across the bottom of that picket. I'm going to go ahead and center punch that. I'm going to go ahead and texture this bottom the way that we're texturing it and grind those edges off, and then I will come back and bring you guys back on for the trick on marking the next rivet so that the hole goes exactly where you want it to go. Alright guys, so we're back. So we've got our rivet hole, our hole drilled through there. Everything's ready for that. So what we'll do is I'm just going to put this, slide that right through that rivet. I'm going to bring this right up here and I'm going to lay it right next to that rivet. Now, here I have, this is a dish tool. It's actually a fuller tool that I made for use under the fly press, but it works well for this. And some oil. I'll put a little squirt of oil in my dish, and then I will dip my finger here, get that drip off, and I'm going to dab that oil right on top of my rivet. I get a nice little puddle sitting there right on the top of it. I'll pick it up, I'll bring him over, I'll set him straight down, let it sit there for a second, pick it up, bring it straight back over, and take it off, and look at there. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I have a oil mark right where the head of my rivet hit that bar. So now what I'll do is I'll center punch right in the center of that oil mark, drill my hole, and it should sit back down on there. So let me do that, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, now we got our picket with both holes in it. So it should slide right on here, slide on the bottom, bring it around, and we line right up. Tap it right down. Now I am not going to head these rivets right now. I want to get all of these pickets on here, make sure everything's lining up, everything's sitting right before I start finalizing this by heading those rivets. But that's really the easiest, best way to get these pickets to where the rivet holes are lining up with the pickets so that they're all sitting on here the same way. You know, when you're doing it this way, if you're off, if you're drilling both those holes at once, you're going to be off a 64th of an inch or something at the top, 64th of an inch at the bottom. Your rivet won't be going straight through there. It'll be crooked a little bit, and before too long you're really having to do a lot of finagling to try to get them to sit on there. And so this method really brings down your finagle time, which is the name of the game in this kind of stuff. If you can get things to run smoothly, then you're doing well and you're starting to make some actual money. So anyways, that's kind of how I approached this problem. Let me know if this helps you. Let me know if you need anything else, have any questions. Please check out my website, Greenhow Handmade, to see some more of my work. Check out my Instagram feed at Greenhow Handmade, and by all means, if you got any questions or need help with anything, shoot me a line. Thanks so much, guys.